Hi guys, so for the rest of this vlog, I just wanted to quickly share what the Holy Spirit has spoken to me, and just open up a random page and read through my journal, my God journal, everything He has shared. And He actually told me to buy a Bible because I've never studied the Word. There were times I would open random passages and see into it, but I never studied it in its entirety. So I just thought I would do that, and I'm really excited to actually read the book because it's the most read book in history. So, and it dates back, of course, many years. And so I thought, I'm on this planet, I'm open-minded, let me read it, let me actually refer back to it from time to time, because there are a lot of useful things I can find, and a lot of peace. I find a lot of peace talking with the Lord, and that's what got me into it. I was dealing with a lot of pain. I guess I never shared a backstory, and so I started really connecting more and more. I never used to believe in any source at all, and within the last year or two, I just experienced so much more pain that I couldn't even handle on my own. I used to think I could handle everything on my own, and it's just not the truth. When we look up to, and human beings tend to do that as well. When we as humans experience something even traumatic, like the first thing we tend to beg for forgiveness or beg for mercy is the Lord upstairs, right? So it will make anyone turn into a believer, so I think there's some power in that, especially in prayer. There's some power in just when people as a collective all say to the same thing, dear God, help me, even under their breath, or Jesus, or people say that all the time, and even if they're non-believers, they don't even realize they're saying it. And there's a reason for that. It's like some collective energy. And so things like that turned me into a believer slowly. But again, I do understand all walks of life watch this channel. This is not a Christian-only channel, so that's why I kind of wanted to share my backstory for reference, so that I don't sound unusual or too strange to someone that doesn't connect with this. So I wrote something, and I'm just sharing because it could be something that could resonate with you. I wrote this on April 19th, and this is actually very beautiful. I wrote, I feel at peace and eternal fulfillment within. It doesn't matter what decision I make as long as I am at eternal peace with that choice. So whatever decision you're hesitant, should I buy or sell my house? Should I start dating or not? There's a billion plus decisions you can make in a day. And so no matter what decision you make, ultimately, as long as you are always peace, doesn't matter. You can be peace with that decision, right? I wrote, I am grateful for another blessed day, week, month, and year. It's not just today. We should be feeling, we don't have to feel blessed, I guess, every day. It's not going to be perfect. This just happened to be a day I felt really good, I guess. But it's important to emphasize and be grateful for even the days and weeks and months and years. So it just kind of, I don't know, sometimes in the journal, I'm looking back, I'm like, why did I write that? But you know, it makes sense in the moment in time you write it, and sometimes you don't even think too much of it. You get a mental impression and you're just like jotting things down so fast, and before you know it, the memory is gone. So, but however that resonates with you. Oh, this is exactly what he said. He said, you are connected organically by faith alone. Oh, when I hear his word, it just gives me goosebumps so much. You are connected. And even like repeating it just makes me feel better. I'm almost getting emotional here. You are connected organically by faith alone. There's just so much power in those words. That's so true. Oh yeah, and this was when he showed me a vision. Like sometimes he'll say, close your eyes. And I'll close my eyes and sorry, I'm getting overwhelmed with emotion because I wrote, God showed me all layers of dimension. Meaning the dimensional planes of our existence. We are in the third dimension. Some say fifth now, but it's in and out. He pulled an energetic cord. It's just so amazing what he does sometimes. Like he'll just show you some things that you don't even understand sometimes. Because he's like beyond our understanding, of course. He pulled an energetic cord, took me along for a journey to him. It's like he took me home to him. I'm crying also because like I happened to just open that page and it's like the message of all the pages. Took me along for a journey to him and plugged me into his stem. So it's like, imagine like a brain stem or like the knowledge of him. And his like connection, like plugging a cord to him, taking me from this realm to the higher realm, to the higher realm, to the higher realm until I got to him. And then he just plugged me into him. From this, I acquire all faith in him. So it's like in that moment, because when he said you are connected organically by faith alone. So that's when he actually connected me. First I wrote down what he said and I didn't get it. Then I closed my eyes and that's when he showed me how like that was the moment that you were connected organically by faith alone. Meaning that was the moment when I first had faith in him, right? And that could be like, that could have been the moment you close your eyes now and you imagine like, was it 2006 on a rainy October day that you first started to believe, right? So in that moment, you started to believe in him. He literally physically took you and connected you to him, right? So it's like, wow, I never thought of it that way before. From this, I acquire all faith in him, okay? So the connection continues unless you break it for some reason. He connects us in ways we cannot conceive or comprehend. Yeah. And then I wrote, I am precious in God's eyes. I am perfect in God's image. He loves me in all his ways, as he does all of us, of course. He sees us as nothing but perfect, his children. Okay. And then on the page next to it, it was January 25th. Belief, faith. I guess at every beginning of my journal entry, I ask him, what should I focus on today? What do you want me to do? What can I do for you? How can I help people today? And sometimes he'll just say like simple words like belief, faith. So it's kind of funny that they're both, the word faith, I guess there's no coincidences here, happen to be on both pages. I mean, this is no joke. Like January 25th and April 19th, and they're both like together. This is wild how it works. Belief, faith. And then he said, I can tell you what's good for you. So anytime you have a question, ask him. He can tell you what's good for you, what's best for you, just like a parent would. And then he said, let your burdens wash over me. Sorrow not, for I am your Father in heaven. Fear not, for I am here. And then he said, have faith in yourself. I think I did share this message before. Guidance is the practice of being led to what is, meaning him. And God is the truth, which is what is. Knowledge acquires guidance. So that all kind of comes together. Knowledge acquires the practice of being led to what is. So that might not make a lot of sense, but it's kind of like whatever it means to you. You interpret it as whatever it means to you. So trust the truth. Write it in a book. Speak my words out loud, for it shall set you free. So yeah, just basically encouraging you to write a journal, which is wild. It's like this is more talking to you guys rather than myself or any one specific individual. So it's amazing. It blows my mind, like even opening the Bible, a random page, I'm like, oh my God, like this is the message I needed to hear that day. Like it works every time. It's like tarot. It's like just like tarot cards. It's crazy. Oh, there's a lot of wind outside. Oh, that's frightened me. All right, well, God said fear not, so even if there's a storm outside, right? All right, sorry guys, I didn't mean to get emotional, but some days, like of all the videos, I have yet to cry about this, and it just touched my heart in a special certain way. So thank you for watching. I hope you got to hear whatever message that was connected to you. Take care now. Have a good night. Bye, guys.